In this video, I want to propose to you that nobody in this world actually understands Jesus Christ. This is important for me to talk about because almost everyone I've encountered so far seems to pretend that they understand Jesus Christ, as though they have reached this state of consciousness while they clearly aren't even close. And it's important for me to air out before I even start to teach anything of substance, such as the things in Course in Miracles. Because it's almost impossible for me to share anything about my journey to reach this state and as well what this level of consciousness is about if all you're doing is thinking that you understand it. But nobody actually understands Jesus, if you think about it. Only he does. Only if you become Christ yourself can you fully understand it. I mean, this should be obvious, but that's not how people think. And they don't want to give this consideration that I could really be that guy. So it's very challenging for me to teach because just by claiming who I claim to be, for one, so despite the mass following that Jesus seems to have in this world, paradoxically, nobody understands him like 100%. Like people that have some understanding, at best they're operating at like 5 to 10%, 20% at best. Even someone like Vladimir Zelensky, I would say he's at about 40%, 50%. Like he's pretty high up there. But it's still not 100% Christ. So I know this sounds like I'm just being arrogant, but this is the truth. That this is very much a new territory. And I've tried to get people here for the last like almost 2 years now. And it turns out to be very challenging. Almost nobody wants to go all the way. And I'm not trying to discourage you. Like, if you reach some light, that's still better than not reaching any light. So I'm not trying to discourage you from that. All I'm saying is that you're not going to fully understand me or Christ unless you actually get here. So there's a lot of things I haven't even shared because I feel like nobody would understand it. That's quite literally it. And if I shared it, it feels as though people are just going to start attacking me because, again, they don't understand it. It's literally like foreign language. And that is what it's like. It's like foreign language. So, the people who are trashing Jesus, and you know who you are, you don't remotely understand what you're talking about. Because you wouldn't be doing that if you did. If you had even 1% of understanding of what Jesus was, you wouldn't be trashing him. So that should tell you how far away you are from the state, for one. And, Christians and, like, people who follow Christ, like, their understanding is all secondary information. Again, I'm not trying to discourage that, but I'm pointing out that it's still, from an observer point of view, it's not from the view of, like, you're actually it. And that makes me trying to share more information very challenging in this world. So yeah, it is what it is, but I need to point this out because people very easily just act as though they understand who he was and who he is, or this being, but they're not even close to the state of consciousness. They're not even close to the kingdom of heaven. So you can imagine how I just end up wasting a lot of time, you could say, on this kind of, it's not even a debate, it's like this kind of conversation where it's like I'm talking to people that are not close to me. So it makes me not want to share more. That's what I'm trying to say. And I really think that's why he didn't return for so long. That's partly why. And also, because of the kind of resistance I've been getting, because of how different I am from, the rest of the world, it's, again, very hard to teach. Because your mind prefers to be stuck in this world as it is right now. You don't actually want to get out of it. Like, that's what Christ mind is. Your mind's fully out of this world. And the kind of actions you take are completely divinely inspired. Like, yeah, I still have some basic survival needs, of course, but that's not my, like, high priority. So just this idea that you could shift your life to a completely different kind of priority, like, this idea alone is, like, people don't like that, or they don't think that's possible for them, or what that means. So that's how alien Christ mind is to this world. And yeah, as a result of people not actually reaching more light, and then just going around trashing me, like, it's completely ignorant. Like, just to be clear, what you're trashing is the most enlightened being that has ever occurred, who was killed for it, like he was killed at a young age. So literally, it's because he was the most enlightened being and nobody could understand him, like, truly. That's why I think he was killed. And now he's revived in me, and you're going around trashing me. Like, that's the kind of character you are if you're trashing Jesus. And it's like, you're not even close to being enlightened. And you're going around telling people you found God. Like, it's quite ridiculous that you have the kind of following you have. Like, I really don't know why people would fall into that in the first place. I mean, I have some ideas. But yeah, the amount of delusions that people fall into with, like, false teachers is really astounding to me. And I've tried to help them get out of it, but the mind is very powerful. So even if you haven't reached, like, high states of consciousness, you still have a powerful mind. Anyways, I have to point this out because I don't know how to teach. Because if people just keep resisting me, well, what's the point? Like, I already told you it's in Course in Miracles, and now you don't even want to read that. Like, it's all in there. And there are actually teachers who teach that as well, so I don't feel the need to go through that in detail. Like, my job is to get people to close to the state, at least. That's my function. I'm not here to, like, be some kind of entertainer. I mean, perhaps that's what you're finding, but that's not my purpose here. I'm not here to try to entertain you. So yeah, the path that I took is not necessarily an easy one at first. It's like you're going against yourself, almost, at first. But it's really not. Because what you end up finding, like, it was a total gift to me. Like, I couldn't have imagined what I ended up finding, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else. So that's what the state means to me. But you see, it has nothing to do with things of this world. It has nothing to do with, like, money, fame, success, like, or even pleasure. Like, those things were not the highest priority for me. And that's how I reached here. This was the priority. So, do you have the wisdom to see that? Is the question. And unfortunately, most people just do not have that kind of wisdom. They think that the things of this world is more valuable than the true God and the kingdom of heaven.